everyone, how are you doing? Today we are continuing with part 4 of Roses and Muskets. Last time, the movie for the two Musketeers wrapped up filming, or at least wrapped up filming for the two main characters, in which Chevreuse and Ayaka played the two siblings finally getting vengeance for the death of their mother. And it seemed like that wrapped up pretty well, but then Chevreuse and we also went to go and interrogate the author of the novel, who may have been related to a murder case, and we got some very confusing information that left me confused. Like, he said he did the murder, but it also doesn't make sense. But then he told Chevreuse something else in private that he didn't tell us, so I guess we're still in the dark about what is happening, probably. Who wants to join me? I don't know. Wait until the following morning. Oh yeah, that's right, because I haven't even really done anything since then, so the world hasn't even cycled through, which is good. What else? Oh yeah, that's right. We finished up the sharpshooting, like the sniper musket event part, and now we have duct tape, because we love duct tape, and duct tape is very helpful. And did I get the commission thing? I got one. We're gonna fill that up today. Not this. Let's give the duct tape to... Oh, is this not mixed out? Oh yeah, I give it to Noelle for now. Should give it to another kid to try. Oh yeah, I need more of these. Well, I need to get these. I haven't really gone to the... I haven't gone to the place where there's a lot of Fatui, the new Fatuis yet. I love how it's a cardboard store with Melusine stickers and it's held together with duct tape. That's the best. like I still have these massive sections of the map unopened. We're gonna do that next. But until then, let's go until 8 a.m. and see where the story leads us. Because I'm excited to see how the film goes.
We haven't seen Chevreuse since that night at Baptiste's place.
Yeah.
Well, guess there's no point in worrying about it now. Let's go join up with the others.
Cool. Oh yeah, the author wanted... We don't know what the author told Chevreuse about the case. All we know is that he asked Chevreuse to help him take revenge on somebody with their murder. And I'm not sure that's exactly something that we want to be doing. And it looks like Chevreuse is not here.
Good morning! Ayaka and I were just talking about you.
Is that so? All right.
Is Chevreuse still not joining us today?
Probably not. I haven't seen her either.
She seems busy.
Huh? That's such a pity. Rector Farina said that we've only got a few small scenes left before wrapping up the entire thing. She even said that she'll get me into a couple scenes, so everyone will have a chance to shine in front of the camera. We were also
then
planning
Ether
on
should
having
go
a victory
too.
feast once we're all finished filming. You
Yeah.
can join us, right?
Right, and I hope Chevreuse will probably be able to find time for that too. She's probably busy investigating now. That being said, we did see something happen to Yoimiya in the trailer, so I wonder how exactly we are squeezing Yoimiya into this movie here.
Only Chevreuse was here. I still haven't taken a photo with her. I'm afraid that
she'll
can't
be
be
helped.
helped.
I just realized the audio is way too loud for you, isn't it?
Case on their hands.
I mean, the echo, I mean.
I'm even more concerned by what I read in the Steambird earlier this morning. It said that
Because the audio is set right in the
none other
game,
than the author
but
of
the
Two
echo would be really
Musketeers.
loud if it's coming out of my iPad
Yeah,
speakers.
I heard about that too. He came forward and confessed his crimes, but gave no explanation as to why he pulled the trigger.
Oh yeah, because we captured the author,
He's
right? And
following
we
join the
arrested
film.
him.
Is it going to affect the reception of our work?
From a pure publicity standpoint, this will draw a lot more attention to our film. I
Yeah.
have to say, though,
I'm not sure it's good
director seems
attention,
perfectly comfortable with
but maybe
garnering
there's
attention
no
from
such
means
thing as
other
bad
than
attention,
artistic
except I
skill.
think there is.
To be fair, I feel
So
like that ship sailed the moment you allowed yourself to be named as the director on our posters.
that's true,
not
but
my
this is
fault
different
that
kind
I'm
of
super
attention. You know,
popular.
the author of the book
What was
gets
that
arrested
saying
for murder.
My popularity has,
Your
To
popularity.
an all-time low?
spread to the four corners of Tibet.
Yeah, that's the one. I think it has. For once, Farina, where the roses bloom. For once, Farina has a reputation of her own. Not just being the Archon, but being a cool movie director and entertainment industry professional. Okay. Where's Xavier?
Excuse me, everyone.
Hello there, Xavier.
Xavier! Feels like it's been ages since we last saw you.
I've been talking non-stop with the Film Association, and I'm absolutely swamped trying to coordinate the film's marketing. So forgive me for not being around more often, but please believe me when I say that I will make sure everyone's hard work gets the exposure it deserves.
Aw, thank you.
Seems like you've been
I
fighting your
mean,
own
he's trying to get us exposure because
Yes, that's one way to put
you
it.
can't pay anybody. Yeah, but I mean, we're happy to
and
help
before we
a
begin the
friend.
final round of
in
filming,
need.
please allow me to finally introduce you to the original
To?
investor of our film, Mr. Morris.
Oh,
A pleasure to meet you all.
okay.
Yes, glad to make your acquaintance, Mr. Morris. We've heard about the issues you've encountered with your financial situation, and genuinely hope that things have taken a turn for the better.
Oh, well, the situation has indeed improved somewhat.
Don't
Has
worry,
it
Mr.
now?
Morris. Accidents and last-minute challenges happen all the time.
In a
There's
few
no need to blame
days,
yourself
that
over it.
you could have helped. You could have
The good
still
news
helped
is that we're
invest in
almost
the.
done filming now, and I would even say that this is the best story I've
Considering
ever
that the
seen.
name of the person that
Is
the
that
author is
so?
targeting is
I
redacted,
see, that's great news.
and this is a new
Now
character
that we've
stepping in
gotten
the
all the
fourth act
pleasantries
out of
out the
5 in
way,
the story,
let's get the
the
show
I'm
on.
sorry, dude. The odds for
We'll mostly be
you
filming
being
typical
a
people and
good
seeing life
person
on
are
the streets
it's
today
kind of
to
low.
improve the sense of environmental ambiance in some parts of the film. Oh, and there'll be a cameo for Mr. Kamisato and Miss Yoimiya as well. They'll be used to show outsider perspectives on the fates of the two musketeers.
That's right. Ayato should be here any minute.
Excellent! Then let's start with the scenery shots. Camera and clapper loader, you're up.
Yes, we'll be ready.
We should be like a background characters in
Remember,
the
all
film
we
too.
need are some wide zoom shots of the streets. If you happen to find
Oh,
some
we can do this.
particularly
Okay,
lovely
okay,
patches of
filming.
flowers
We
and
got this.
grass,
I like
feel
how
free to
this
go
event they're kind of
close up with those
incorporating some
well.
of the event gameplay into
Ready?
the story as well.
Camera! Action!
Yay! Yeah, no, that investor is being kinda suspicious.
Slowly. Try to focus on that. What's wrong? Just adjust the focus
Sorry.
a bit. Something the matter?
The camera seems to be broken. It very much seems to be broken.
But wasn't it working fine for all the days before?
Hmm.
Veronique, can we try a different camera?
No problem. How about this one?
All right.
Okay.
Let's give it another try. Lights! Camera!
Take 2. I see the number of circles has increased. Mechanical malfunctioning noises. I think something about the
Don't
area
tell
is
me.
compromising.
This one is broken
I don't think
too.
the cameras are broken. There might be some
Veronique, do we have any
magnetic
other spare
field
ones we
problems.
can use?
Or maybe not that, but just
afraid we
something
only brought these two
something about the
today.
environment.
What? Then go find a workshop to get them repaired right away. Oh, and you too, Bono. Go find our spare camera in the warehouse and bring it back to the set.
On it.
Greetings, everyone. My apologies for the delay.
Hi,
Something the
Ayato.
matter, Ayaka?
How's it
It
going?
seems like there are some issues with the filming equipment today. We're stuck for the moment.
I
Yeah,
see.
sorry.
Well, let's not just stand here twiddling our thumbs. Actors, to the makeup booth. We'll start on the next scene as soon as we get a working camera.
After some time, Veronique returns with a repaired
The
camera.
people at the workshop told me that the part which holds the lens in place seemed to have fallen off. That's
Oh,
super strange. It was perfectly fine just yesterday.
Well, no time to dwell on that now. Let's get back to filming.
yeah.
Quiet on set! Places, everyone! Lights,
Hey, Yoimiya.
Action.
Hayato.
By the way, have you heard about that recent murder case?
Yes, I have. It seems that they've caused quite the commotion in the city.
I heard that the chief of the guards is so mad about not catching the culprit that he's about to explode.
Oh? I find that quite hard to imagine, considering how he already looks most days.
Director, we have a problem.
No, you can't. You're in the middle of a take.
Couldn't you wait until
Okay,
we
it's gotta be a big deal
then.
then.
No, Director, our film, all the finalized film that we've been keeping in the case has disappeared.
Oh wait, well,
Oh, no.
What did you say?
Mr. Bono, please take me to where the film was kept right away. I'm coming too.
Yeah,
No,
we are all
Yoimiya,
coming over.
You have to stay here. Oh.
Oh, I guess because she's the director's assistant,
Okay,
she has to
listen up.
manage everything
Everyone
here.
who's not working on this current scene can go with Bono to look for the film. Everyone else, stay put and wrap up the scene. Unbelievable. How could all these problems happen in just one day?
I know, it's almost like they're being sabotaged. After some time.
We're back.
Yeah.
How did
And
it go?
how'd it go?
Did you find the film?
We found it in the sewers.
Huh? In the sewers?
Is it okay?
Still
I mean, we're not talking about digital
We
records
discovered
here, it
just
will be
in time,
damaged.
So we should still be able to salvage it. The others are checking now to see if we lost any specific scenes.
Okay, so who would do this and why?
Scared me for a moment there. I nearly thought we had
I mean,
lost
especially
everything.
Farina, who has
I
witnessed
really
so
don't
many
want to
different
experience
legal
that feeling of
cases
despair
in the opera
again.
house.
Okay, but who could have stolen the film and dumped
What?
it there?
Why would somebody do this?
Could it be some competitors working on other films?
But if they wanted
Maybe.
to harass us, why wait
Yeah.
until the
Why
last
would?
minute?
Well, to be sneaky about it.
Okay.
Hey, suspicious
we don't have
investor,
time
what are
to
you doing
really look
there?
into it right now.
Suspicious investor who only shows up today, and ever since he showed up today, everything's going wrong.
Yeah, let's finish it.
Almost like you don't like the portrayals in this film as a wealthy investor who decided to pull out of investing.
I would like to officially announce that our
And
entry to the festival,
Almost
the
as if
2
he tried to stop this
Musketeers,
film from being
has
produced and
now
is angry that it
concluded
is.
filming.
I'm unspent. It's so late.
I think I've nailed it there. I think this investor doesn't want this movie to be produced. He pulled his
Even
funding and
though
is
the
surprised that
filming
it still got
process
made
proved
anyway.
to be extremely challenging.
And
Everyone provided valuable
tried to
and
sabotage
unique
it at the end.
contributions to the final product. Thank you all
But
for your dedication
does that
and
warrant
support.
being
And just like
murdered.
Director Farina, I would also like to extend my most heartfelt thanks to all
Well, I
of
guess
you.
the implication is
Really,
that if he's
you've
done
all
that,
helped me
he's
so
probably done
much.
a lot of other things to the
just-
author.
Alright,
That would make the
alright,
author
let's
pretty
save the award
angry.
speech for later, and
And-
hopefully also get some rehearsals in before the real thing.
Okay.
Anyway, now it's time to party! Let's all
Party!
and have
Let's
a
go!
celebration feast so loud and fun that even the blubber beast will want in.
Yay! Party, party. Me too! Yeah, I don't trust that investor.
Whoa, this place is hopping. Everyone's finally getting to relax after wrapping up the film.
Have you ever seen a fireworks show, Mr. Morris? It's pretty amazing.
I'm afraid I haven't, but I'll take your word for it.
Let's go chat with someone.
And considering that they didn't let us hear who the author was talking about with Chevreuse, as if we might know or will know in the future this character that is in question, suspicious. How are you two?
Oh, this is turning out to be quite the party.
I like to chill as well.
I was thinking, if this film turns out to be a success, could I ask the two of you to stay and be a part of my crew?
I can put in a good
definitely
word for
increase the pay for
Xavier.
next
He's
time.
good director.
I'd be more than happy to, Mr. Xavier.
Yeah.
Thank you for the offer, Mr. Xavier. But I've made some plans to go on a journey to the other nations once the
Yes,
festival is
completely
over.
understandable.
Is that
We're
so?
doing that too.
Well, then in that case, bon voyage, Miss Veronique. Please feel free to get in touch once you've returned to Fontaine.
Yay. Alright, hello you two.
Hey, Ayato! How's your work been going?
Everything went rather smoothly. Thank you for your concern.
Ayato told me that we've already confirmed the dates for some Inazuma Fontaine cultural exchange events. So the next time we
Yay!
visit,
Hopefully that will be an
some
event we can go
capacities
to
as the
then in the
representatives of
new
the
year.
Yashiro
That
Commission.
will be lots of fun. If there's any sort of festival
Then
being
maybe
held.
Paimon will be able to find Fontaine detective novels in Inazuma from now on.
And light novels
wait,
here in Fontaine.
Wouldn't Yamiko get upset if that happens? That would be stealing some of her business.
Right, but you can also export light novels even more now. As long as the novels are sufficiently interesting, I don't think she'll
She's
mind.
got a point. She's always complaining that light novels have become bland and
Yeah,
too predictable.
in fact,
after
she will
all.
enjoy reading the
The
new
cultural
content.
exchange won't only feature literatures of both nations, of course. We have also made plans for cross-cultural engagements in the fields of gourmet cuisine, toy making, and artisan craftsmanship.
Nice.
Whoa, Paimon's getting super excited now.
Me
When
too.
the time comes, be sure to visit and participate in all the events.
We will. We will take you up on that for sure. How's it going, Farina? Hello.
Oh, my darling clapper loader and camera operator. You both worked really hard.
Oh, I was happy to help
You
you.
worked even harder than us. Honestly, Paimon was getting a little tired of playing with the clapperboard by the end of it. First of all, Paimon started having dreams of you shouting, "Lights, camera, action!" into Paimon's ears. The actual dream can't even start until you've yelled that.
Hey, if anything, shouldn't I be more grand and delightful than your dreams? We've been
Yeah,
through so
I
much
guess,
together,
kinda.
and that's how your brain
Well, it's always just
remembers
the... Yeah, we've been through so much more together. That's true.
Not Paimon's fault.
But no, I think it's just because your dreams often just reflect things that
Anyway,
happened
what's
in the
most
past day.
important is that we wrapped the film. I'm pretty confident that we'll take first prize.
You mean the Farina Award?
No need to mention the official name.
Wait, now that you mention it, if we did win the prize, would Farina just get a statue of herself?
Come on, I don't need that kind of attention. Xavier can accept the reward on our behalf.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Imagine Farina accepting the Farina Award and holding a Farina statue.
It would be funny, but
I'm going back
Yes.
to my bit now. You all can
oh, it's nice to see that Farina doesn't have to laugh it off or anything like that now. Talk to everyone. And by everyone, we mean Shiori.
Chiori!
Hey, you two.
Are
Hi.
you not really into these kinds of big social occasions?
Same.
Not particularly.
But, you know,
But this is still better
I
than
will
Fontaine
still
Fashion.
enjoy going to gatherings, even if
But if
I
this film
end
becomes
up
a big
just
hit,
sitting and
people will
enjoying the
definitely come
atmosphere of
flocking to
people
your
being
shop.
together.
Yes, that's highly likely. As long as the film can premiere as planned.
Are you still worried about the case?
That and all the obstacles we had to face today.
You're right. It's as if all our bad luck just manifested at once.
Maybe it's not bad luck,
Why
Paimon.
today of all days?
Yeah, why today? As she gives the side eye to
No, it's
someone.
We've already delivered the film to the editors, so there should be nothing more to worry about.
How are you doing, Mr. Morris? You having a good time?
Well, you could say that. Do you happen to know when the party is scheduled to end?
I'm having a good time. When can I leave?
Judging by how much fun everyone's having, I'd say probably not until well after midnight.
I'm having such a great
Is
time
there
trying to
something that you
leave
still
this
take care of
party.
at home, Mr. Morris?
Oh, well, I'm just not a late night person, so I might take off shortly.
Oh no! Silly me. I almost forgot something super important.
Yoimiya,
What is it?
What are you
I
doing?
prepared a whole batch of fireworks for the party, but I forgot to bring them over from the warehouse.
Fireworks, you say? That's truly a pity. Sorry things didn't go as planned.
That's so
Bring
sad.
them over, Mr. Morris?
Let's go,
I
yeah.
won't be able to fetch all of them by myself.
Let's go into the suspicious warehouse.
Are you sure that you can't find anyone else?
I just wanted to make this a surprise for everyone. The warehouse isn't far from here. We'll be there in no time. Pretty please, Mr. Morris. These are some of the best fireworks I've ever made. So I also want you to see them before
No.
you leave.
You remember,
stunning.
Fontaine has a very strict
Promise
legal
it will be a
system,
once-in-a-lifetime
so I think you
experience
might
I
need to
will
get a
never forget.
firework permit first.
But
That being
Okay,
said, I
just come
think
with me. If we're sneaky enough,
the issue
nobody
might
will see
be
us
that
leaving.
I don't think this guy is completely honest.
all right.
Because if he's wealthy enough to be the investor for the
warehouse is right over
film,
here. I
he's
have
also
plans there in
wealthy
advance,
enough
so it
to
shouldn't
be
too much work bringing them back.
the rich guy
It's still a ways away from
that
the
is
party.
the antagonist
Sorry about
of
that, Mr.
the
Morris.
book.
It's probably because I'm used to carrying fireworks all the time, so it doesn't feel like a lot of work to me.
Okay, here we go.
It's dark in here. Wait here, Mr. Morris. I think the light switch should be somewhere over here.
Why did I have to get roped into this? What was that? Who's there? Get me out! Get me out of here!
Did you really think you'd get away, Morris?
You've got the wrong guy. It wasn't me. I'm not the killer.
You know, Eliza died a far more heroic death than this. She fought your assassin to the end, to save the children she had hidden beneath the floorboards. That is Eliza's pendant. The one with a photo of you two inside. The one you gave her. Ring any bells?
It's a fake. It has to be. There's no way.
No way your assassin didn't destroy it, you mean? Did you ever love her, Morris? Or was killing her always the plan?
No, please. Listen to me. I told Eliza to keep us a secret. I paid her plenty for her silence. I never thought she'd keep the child. Everything was gonna come out, and I had no choice. She'd force my hand. No! I'm begging you. I have money. Just name your price, please.
You can keep your Mora, and you can go to hell.
It was a blank.
I'm Captain Shovraz of the Special Patrol. Morris, you're under arrest for Eliza's murder.
Huh?
Oh my gosh! We were all in on it. Huh?
You're under arrest too, prop manager Veronique. Or perhaps I should call you the Second Musketeer.
Okay, that's a cool
What's
cool
going
scene.
on? This wasn't in the script.
Drop the gun, Veronique.
Why? Why would you keep me from exacting revenge on this heartless monster?
Drop your weapon. This is my final warning.
Are you the sibling of the author?
What is going on?
Do I have to spell it out for you, Morris? Everything that took place just now was staged to get you to confess the truth. But this last part is all improv, of course.
Well, that's cool. She blocked a bullet with a gun.
Shovraz, you told us you wanted us to help you stage a play. You never said anything about the Second Musketeer.
It's because even I had no way to confirm my theory until now. Thank you for your performance, Yoimiya. Could I trouble you to go and bring in the other Special Patrol members? They should be on standby just outside.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, and please tell the other cast
We
members
were
not to
all
worry
in
about
on
us.
it.
We'll be
And
rejoining
we didn't
you
even know
shortly.
what we were doing. Wait, so there's no fireworks? I guess she really did need a
So
firework
what do you
permit.
think, Morris? Care to talk about what happened 20 years ago? My patience is limited, you know. Don't force me to take you back to the interrogation room. I'd wager that you wouldn't last for more than a minute in there. With the recording we made, you have no chance of winning in court. Cooperating with us now is the most practical move.
All right. I'll talk. I hired an assassin to murder Elisa. She once worked as a maid on my family's estate. She was very beautiful, and after some time I fell for her. We kept our relationship a secret and carried out an affair for some time, but it wasn't long before she became pregnant. And if my parents ever found out, they would have stripped me of my inheritance and status, driven me out of my home. I also didn't expect Elisa to insist on bringing the pregnancy to term. She even asked me to leave my family and travel far, far away with her.
She believed that you were truly in love with her.
I didn't have a choice. I gave her a large sum of mora, told her to leave the family and to get rid of the baby. But then years later, she sent me a letter. There were photos of 2 children, and she even asked if I could find some time to visit them.
Huh? 2 children? Paimon thought Baptiste was the only... you mean...
Even if she had the children against your will, you could have just ignored the letter entirely. Why kill her?
I had just gotten engaged to be married to an heiress from another wealthy family. So if anyone were to find out about Elisa, my life would be completely ruined. I didn't have a choice.
No. You always had a choice. You just made the wrong choice. Again.
That's right.
Do you know
Lots
how it
of
feels
wrong
to watch your mother be
choices.
killed right in front of you? My brother and I were hardly even school age yet. We were hidden beneath the floorboards, grasping each other's hands like a lifeline. We were so terrified that we didn't even know we could ever take a breath. All we could do was to watch Mother try to fight back, and then collapse to the floor.
No.
Even after the assassin left, we were still too terrified to leave our hiding spot. We thought that he might come back. It was only until the next evening when we finally climbed out and gathered around our mother. But she had already become cold and stiff to the touch.
You made up your mind right then and there to bring this case to light.
Not only that, we resolved to get our revenge.
And that's why you became the Musketeers.
No, that's why I became a musketeer. The man from before was also killed by me. My brother had nothing to do with it.
So he was covering for her.
You did?
I knew that he didn't
Told these
commit the
two that
murders.
He looked like a killer to me. His confession from that night also rubbed me the wrong way.
He was trying to protect his sister.
I think what really tipped me off was, how could I not feel a sense of regret in him?
Huh?
He confessed faster than any criminal I've ever met, but he didn't say a single word about you. He insisted that he was the
I
sole
knew it. That's why I
perpetrator in
said
the
right
case.
away. He's covering
After
for
the
somebody. There's
questioning
no
ended,
way he
I
actually
disassembled
killed
the
the
musket
killed
he dug
did
up
the
from his
murder.
backyard, put it in front of him, and told him to reassemble it. Wanna guess how far he got?
Nowhere.
He had no idea where to even start. He's never touched a gun in his life.
Although he wrote a
Based
very
on
good
that,
book
I
about
determined that he was
2
not
people with
acting
guns.
alone. He only surrendered himself to draw our attention and create a moment of opportunity for his partner. So, I decided to play along. And as expected, the second musketeer followed us without hesitation once she saw Morris get separated from the rest of the cast. Besides, why else would he call the novel The Two Musketeers?
But how did you know it was Veronique?
I figured it out the moment Baptiste told me his father's name. That so-called financial crisis was all just a ruse. He just wanted to sign up as the investor and then leave the film without any source of funding. After all, he has a vested interest in minimizing the reach of this story. It's really just the same
Okay,
thing
I
as
also
what he did
figured
to
that part
Elisa
out
all
then.
those years ago.
He doesn't actually want this movie to be made.
But then Xavier pulled out all the stops and got the film made against all odds. Morris couldn't have that. With the killer in custody,
So he's
he
trying to
figured it was
sabotage
safe to
it.
act. And so he came to visit the set today, just as I expected.
Wait, so you were
Wow,
doing all
acting
those
alone. You didn't even hire somebody to sabotage?
As for the identity of the second musketeer, I assumed they'd probably stay close to Morris and look for an opening. And if they already knew that Morris was the film's investor, then that narrowed the list of potential suspects as well. Furthermore, being the props manager would allow the culprit to avoid scrutiny by purchasing mechanical parts in the name of the crew. With that hypothesis in mind, I went back to check Baptiste's orphanage adoption records. Guess whose name I saw on the same page, just a few lines from his.
My brother.
Veronique.
He trusted you.
As in, he trusted me to perform the deed on his behalf?
He trusted you to stand on the side of justice.
I am.
I thought you could do it as well. Oh, the look on your face when you told him to go to hell.
That was really intense.
Bullet in his brain.
But no, Chevrolet isn't that kind of person.
You know what he has done. Are you telling me that you'd rather see him spend the rest of his life living like a king in the fortress of Meripede? I will never be able to forget the feeling of my mother's cold, lifeless hands. And you would call this ending fair? Is this what you call justice?
I won't lie, Veronique. I did hesitate when your brother first told me about the truth. I wondered. I agonized over whether I should really put a bullet in his head.
So why don't
But
you?
Because that should never be how justice is carried out in this world. Perhaps, to you, justice is simply reciprocated. An eye for an eye, and a life for a life. But everyone has their own understanding of justice. If everyone were to pursue their own definition of it, there would be no more order in this world. Today, you'll kill Morris, and tomorrow, his children may come for you. The world cannot render judgments based on a desire for revenge. That will only lead to a cycle of revenge, as well as the destruction of order and civilized society.
there we
Fontaine
go.
is founded
That's
on a
nicely
set of
summed up.
laws and a standardized code of justice. That is why we are the nation of justice. But with all that said, I will promise you this. Morris will not lead a cushy life in the fortress of Meripede.
Chevros, the rest of the special patrol is here.
Thank you so much, Yoimiya. Letelier, Terena, please take them away.
Well, that was certainly something.
I still can't agree with your reasoning.
Well, you don't have to.
I know.
We can agree to disagree.
Justice has not been delivered. At least, not today.
Chevros.
Let's go. We should give an explanation to the crew.
That was a lot. Now that makes sense. So, I don't have to feel guilty because I was right that the other guy, Baptiste, was not the murderer. But I was right. So I was right that he was covering for somebody. And I was also right that Morris is very suspicious and definitely does not want this film to be made. Just imagine, though, being, I mean, it's not that hard to imagine, but almost just the way that the novel lines up so closely with their actual life stories. And yet, And yet nobody could piece together until now that the story in the novel was kind of based on real life. But I also understand how Veronique feels. I mean, or maybe I don't understand, because I've never been... What I mean to say is, I agree with Chevres that that's not how justice should be carried out. It's not that if you kill somebody and as revenge for them killing somebody else, like that's gonna make things better or even bring them to justice. I mean, but at the same time, I haven't been through what she's been through. So I guess I'm not really one to judge the way that she feels. And at the end of the day, it's not what any of us are really feel. It's what if the law is written in a way that is just, then you follow that, so that way you don't just have people killing each other willy-nilly just because they're hurting inside. Anyway, but at the end of the day, this is just a fictional story about a fictional story. About a fiction. It's a story about a movie adaptation of a book adaptation of a real life story in a fictional world. So we have many layers here of the story being not real and yet still commenting on real ideals of what does justice mean and, you know, keeping order in society. I guess is the summary of what just happened here. But wow, was that confusing to put together before you get all the puzzle pieces. Sometimes you can kind of piece together what the plot is going to be, but there's no way to figure out that this was going to happen before it happened. Well, I guess it's over now, though. And next time we can premiere the movie.
Thank you for your concern.
That hasn't been destroyed.
I'm just thinking about the things in life that have driven people to take justice into their own hands.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty confusing and shocking, and a lot of things happened. But at the same time, it seems that...
Who would have thought Morris would turn out to be... I'm at a loss of words. How could he have done something
I know,
like
right?
this?
Tried to sabotage your
I'm just
movie.
glad that you're all safe and sound.
Right from the start with the funding
Such a
issue.
labyrinth of cases would be behind this story.
Well, what should we do now? We have a finished film, of course, but should we still go ahead with the premiere?
Yeah, it's kind
What
of
do you mean? Shouldn't you be even
weird.
more motivated to spread
Well,
the word
it's
now
weird
that
to
you
think about
learned
the fact that
truth?
it's based on a
Shiori's
true
right.
story.
I'd also like more people to see this story for
And
themselves.
is this the way that
But the real
the
ending of the
characters in the
story seems to have
story,
deviated somewhat
specifically
from
the
the
two
one in the
siblings,
script.
want to be portrayed? I mean,
Is that
probably.
still acceptable to you, Miss
But
Chevres?
like, I mean, because that's how it's based off of the novel,
The
right?
call is yours.
But
We still
which was
have
written by
time
one
to
of the
reshoot an
siblings.
ending if that's what you'd like.
No, it's fine as is. I like what we have for the catharsis. Romanticism is what gives works of art their appeal. Fiction is able to explore means of restitution that could never work in real life. Just like the
Yeah,
real world, the
that's
world of
right, the
stories
movie is
also
not
has its
real.
own set of rules and justice.
The
These
movie
different possibilities are what initially
can be
drew me
changed
reading in
to
the
send a
first place.
message to people.
Sounds good to me.
That is
I support your decision.
what you want them to follow.
What about Veronique? Will she be okay?
She will soon face her judgment alongside her brother and Morris. If I had to guess, they'll probably all be sent to the fortress of Meripede. I'll make sure to give Risley a heads up about it.
Oh, you mean that kind of heads up?
Exactly.
Ahem. All right.
What is that
then
kind of
the matter's
heads up?
settled. Now that everything's
yes,
been taken
probably,
care of, there's no reason for us to keep looking all gloomy.
Watch
and
these
grumpy.
guys carefully.
Let's get back to the feast and enjoy
Specifically
each other's
Morris.
company. We'll be starting the post-production process tomorrow. You should join us, Chevres. You missed the first few hours of the party, didn't you?
All right. Count me in.
Yeah.
Then
We
I'll
can
wait for
party
you over
now.
there. There's still some good news that I'd like to share with Chevres.
Traveler, Paimon, could you wait for me by the sea after the party ends? I'd like to go on a brief walk with the two of you.
Yeah, sure. See
Thank
you
you
then.
very much.
You're welcome. That was quite dramatic. Ah, they're playing Genius Invocation TCG. Fireworks! Yay! Well, all's well that ends well,
Sorry
I guess.
for the wait.
No problem.
Oh,
It's
we
okay.
weren't waiting long at all. Is there something else you wanted to tell us?
No, I don't have anything new to share. I just felt that since you were my investigation partners, I should have another conversation with the two of you. Traveler, how would you have responded to Baptiste's request if you were in my shoes?
Well, I think I would have done the same as you, because I think you staged the arrest very well, in that you really scared this guy for real, that something bad was gonna happen. Made him spill everything about the murders and the crimes he's committed. But in the end, you didn't kill him, and that means you don't have his blood on your hands. And I hope he gets what he deserves in prison and does not lead a nice, cushy life that he pays for the rest of his life. But I mean, I don't think I would have helped him get his revenge in that way.
Is that so? Well, thanks for sharing. When I was young, my father often took me here to swim. We'd come rain or shine, even when it was freezing cold. He told me that swimming was the best activity to train one's strength of will. You could never give up before reaching the shore, especially when the water was cold.
Yeah.
Why's that?
Because you'll drown.
Because the
Paimon.
moment you give up would be the moment you die. At that point, I still hadn't received my vision. One winter, the chilly wind felt almost like knives on my skin, and the seawater was so frigid that it numbed my toes the moment I stepped in.
Oh, look, those birds just staring at
I
us.
cried and begged my father to spare me from having to swim across, but he wouldn't listen. He used to be a member of the Special Patrol as well. You could say it was his way of educating his children.
That sounds awful.
When he saw that I wouldn't stop crying, he just picked me up and tossed me into the icy water. The bone-chilling cold took away my senses. I couldn't feel anything but fear and rage. I waited for my father to save me, but one look and I knew he'd already started swimming for the opposite shore. I realized that if I were to give up, I really would die right then and there. I used all of my strength to try and catch up to my father. Those few minutes felt longer than my whole life up until that point. I did, however, make it to the other side. I've never felt afraid about anything in my life after that, nor have I ever cried again.
That way of teaching would have never worked on Paimon.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah,
that was the right method
Considering
for anyone.
Paimon almost drowned.
It's just that working now as I am in the
It's
pursuit
not
of justice,
really all that.
I still sometimes feel like I've been tossed into that winter sea all over again. The anger and the helplessness.
Shivers.
But the worse I feel, the more I know to never give up. The alternative would be to forever lose myself among the waves. Anyway, how about a race? Neither of us will drown, but we can still see who swims faster.
Yeah, now we have safety measures. You know, you have vision, Ether has elemental powers. It just overall means that we can't drown, so that's a positive.
You guys go ahead. Paimon will grab the clapperboard to mark the start of the race.
Paimon cannot swim. Have a swimming contest with Chevres. That is certainly a harsh way to be raised. Oh, we can try out Chevres again.
Stop right there!
With her gun. Yeah, Navia and Chevres. This is the update of gun characters. I mean, my question would be, if you physically weren't able to make it, would your father have saved you? Or was the whole point just really the mental fortitude that if you want it badly enough, you will come up with the unbelievable strength you need to achieve what you're trying to achieve? Because it kind of sounds like, you know, the odds weren't good, but it's a story of perseverance. I mean, not everybody would be able to do what you're able to do. So as Chevra said, it's not. I'm not sure that's necessarily the kind of training you would necessarily put anybody through. Okay, swim. I mean, it's definitely like a survival of the fittest sort of training, but
Whoa, that felt good.
I'm sure it did. Especially since drowning is not a thing that will happen anymore.
You were swimming even faster than Paimon could fly. So about the special patrol, did you join because of your dad?
Partly, but I'd say I was more inspired by the heroes I read about in stories growing up.
Oh, so it's due to your love of stories.
Of course, it was only after I joined the Special Patrol that I learned that truth is often stranger than fiction. Come on, let's walk a bit more.
Okay. With Celestia looking down upon us.
To be honest, I do sometimes question whether the decisions I make are the right ones. But I know that no matter what, I must keep swimming. Because the only thing I've got my eyes on is the shore in the distance.
Yeah. I mean, it really does teach you the unbelievable perseverance and the spirit that Chevreuse has, believing that, you know, eventually justice will be served.
Thank you for coming on this walk with me. I feel a lot better after getting all that off my chest.
Yeah, you're welcome.
We're nearly back at Baptiste's house.
Which I'm not sure is actually his house,
right.
considering it was taken
I
over
didn't
by
realize
treasure
we were so
hoarders.
close.
He really did plant a lot of flowers. It's just like how he described it in the story.
Huh? Wait. Paimon, Traveler, look! The rainbow roses in the garden. They're in full bloom now.
Wow. I mean, they were being used to mark murder victims, but I mean,
Even though it's a bit late, I must thank you for investigating this case with me.
yeah, no worries. We'd get roped in anyway,
Not on
so I'm
behalf
glad
of
we were
the
able to
Special
just
Patrol
help you
this
from the
time.
start.
It's a personal expression of gratitude from yours truly.
Oh, I wish we could pull. I don't think you can even pull for Chevreuse during the duration of this event. They should have made it either Navia and Chevreuse get released at the same time, or maybe Chevreuse first and then Navia. Because it kind of feels weird not being able to have Chevreuse actually as a character while you're playing this event about your family.
You want to hear more about my father? To be
Sure.
honest, I didn't spend that much time with him. He was always busy with the Special Patrol, so he would often return home really late at night. Some nights, he didn't come home at all. Once, he didn't come home for a long time, maybe a whole week or so. And when I went out to buy food, I learned that he had become a criminal, and by extension, that made me a criminal's daughter. But we can talk about that another day.
That sounds like a whole other story.
I
about the
actually
case.
have a lot of sympathy for Veronique and Baptiste. I can understand the hatred they feel
Yeah.
for their father. But that
Me
doesn't
too.
mean I'll allow them to walk the path of evil, even if it might lead to another sense of justice.
Yeah. I mean, maybe they won't regret it now, but would they regret it in the future? I mean, still maybe not. What their father did to them was pretty horrible. And for what? Just for reputation? So, I mean, their anger and desire for vengeance is completely warranted. Just is this the path they really want to spend their lives on? Exactly. But what the
Films
film?
are different from the real world. They're a form of art and represent the wishes in people's hearts. I adore the two Musketeers, and I'm very happy to have had the opportunity to act the role as one. I can't wait to catch the film when it premieres in the Opera House. I'm looking forward to seeing the audience's reaction to the climactic ending.
Yeah. And you know what? Because the stuff that happens in fiction is allowed to cross lines that we can't cross in real life, as long as we continue our understanding that it is fiction, then this movie is going to be amazing.
Thank
Please
you
take
for
care.
looking out for me. I'll see
You're
you at the
welcome.
award ceremony. I'd be very surprised if we don't win.
If we don't win, it's probably because there's sewer stains on the film, since they don't have digital records yet. I feel like I can get a good picture with Chevro's here in the field of flowers. Although the treasure hoarders are back there. Last time we freed all the Sealies that were back there, but the treasure hoarders came back. But the Sealies have been freed. Alright, well, certainly a lot's happened, but I'm glad we can put that murder investigation to rest. Let's see, next one. The Two Musketeers triumph. Yes, we get to see, maybe see the film, but at the very least see if we, what the reception to it is. Now, let's see, what do I want to do? Tricky shots. Okay, or into the frame. This one, let's do this one. We are fighting stuff. Oh yeah, that's right, we're the stunt double. Cool, alright, furious clash of rage. Well, it seems that we saw lots of rage today. Oh, I want to pull for Yoimiya. You know what, I'm gonna pull for Yoimiya and try to get Yoimiya and Chevro's. Well, do I wanna? Yeah, I kind of do. Let's see, what is normal attacks? Okay. Guess I didn't need to put Wonder and Yoimiya, but you know what? Anyway.
Shine down.
How's it going, everyone? Have you been enjoying the event? This event has surely been enthralling and gone in so many directions I didn't expect it to. But, of course, I really loved the filmmaking aspect of, especially basically the event of Saving for Last is the one where we're filming, because I like that. I like how, the musketeer, or the musket shooting and the filming parts have both been incorporated in the story. First with Farina wanting to see our filming skills at the beginning, so that to know that this was a good project and she was in good hands if she decided to take it. And then later when we were invading Baptiste's house, which I'm sorry, we kind of, destroyed all of the Gardamex you hired, but it seems like you ended up getting arrested anyway. For assisting in a murder, so I guess there's that. But it's cool how the event gameplay was tied in so nicely with the story, and I like the filmmaking, so it's cool. It's sad that the story seems so dark, and it's just kind of sad to think that it was real for those. For Baptiste and Verani. But at the end of the day, I think Chevra summed up very nicely why just because of the things that happened to them is not necessarily an excuse for what they wanted to be able to do in response. But it is a topic of debate, which is why. Oh, I got silver. Okay, that's okay. Sorry, did I shout really loud? I don't know if I did. What? We're so close! We gotta do it again then. Okay, I didn't really use Wanderer that much, but maybe I should. Maybe we should. You know what? Maybe that's a sign. We gotta use him more. I don't even know what the bonus is. I just know this. I keep skipping over it. What is it? I should read it. 12 seconds after using the clapper, shockwave at the locations hit by normal attacks. Okay, still normal attacks. Good. I will not use charge attacks very much then. Okay, maybe I should use this right now. Muso Ishin. Yeah, that's right. Help me out, Salon Solitaire. They are so cute. I pulled for Farina because her little buddies are so cute, and she's ended up being such an amazing, like, playable character in terms of her skills, and just such an amazing character in general. Really glad to see her living her best life because she deserves it after everything that went on for hundreds of years. She deserves to be living her best life. And we got to see that happen in this event. Really nice to just, see our Inazuma friends getting involved as well. Can't believe, like, okay, well, I figured Yoimiya had to be in on it because obviously Chevrolet wouldn't kill her. But see, that was way more than 4,000 points. Oh, she can do a plunging attack with the sword. I didn't know that. Well, that was useful to know then.
Illusion shattered. Feel this ancient power. Strike a
I mean, we've now moved. We're going from fall to winter, spring-ish, which means we're kind of going into the time of, well, I guess it's not those seasons everywhere. Oh, look how many more points I got. It's not those seasons everywhere in the world, but you know what I mean. Like that time of year, the September, October, November months have passed, and that means we're past the Archon quests and getting more into, just the lore of the land after the big crisis is over. And yeah, seems like there's a lot of interesting stuff going on. Elemental burst damage. Okay, we have you. Okay, maybe I don't need two characters doing it. Just do Ayaka. Just do Ayaka. Well, but I want Raiden Shogun for the Electro. There you go. Let's see.
Witness a great undertaking. Illusion shattered.
Let my name echo in song.
I mean, these events are a lot of fun, and definitely, even though I'm behind on the content in the last few version updates, I still want to somewhat catch up. I mean, what I'm realizing is there's a lot to catch up with Genshin Impact. They are adding more and more content every time, when I also happen to be getting busier and busier. So I was staying like on top of like Genshin Impact is. What is the? Oh right, it was the elemental burst. What is the power? Yeah, the elemental burst. Which seems to be making everything hard to see, which is not necessarily a good thing. I was talking about. Oh yeah, the content. Don't know. I mean, definitely a couple years ago, when they were releasing new content, I would just play, all of it. All the new quests, explore all the new lands, and it was so much fun, and it still is. I might try playing, I plan to play some other games too. Recently I did the Kirby and the Forgotten Land playthrough. That was so much fun. It was so much fun, and it was a game that I think really favored my playstyle at the same time not being a huge long-term commitment. Like, you get to enjoy the story, you get to enjoy the adventure, and then afterwards you can put it aside and enjoy the memories of it. It's not necessarily like the same as an ongoing game, and I kind of liked that experience in terms of like not feeling like I have to respond like the same way as I do with this game, where look, I have to catch up, and oh my gosh, we have 10 seconds to get one of them, to get 4,000. Please, just take one of them out quickly. Go, 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 go. We did it. Okay, good. That was a relief. That should be gold. There we go. So, yeah. Oh, Navia! Let's just go 3GO, because I think 3GO is good for girls' power, and then somebody to crystallize. Yeah, we'll just do Farina again. Like, I'm thinking I'm gonna play more Pokemon Legends Arceus, for example, because I actually got that game for Christmas, and I can continue my brief playthrough of that so far. Maybe actually get into it this time. Yeah, I want to try some other games, but I still want to keep playing Genshin too, because definitely not necessarily bored of it, just kind of overwhelmed by the commitment and wanting to be able to spend time on other games that I like, as well as, you know, everything that goes on in real life as well. But I definitely enjoy playing games on here on my channel, because I feel like I'm, you know, sharing the experience. And I also, as I've said before, consider this to be like a diary of my gaming adventures. So I like to just be on here to share what I've been up to. And, oh yeah, the doggo follows us. That's so cute.
Feel this ancient power.
So I'm not going anywhere. Even if I do slow down my uploads. I mean, having some fun in life is what keeps me sane. So this is definitely fun. Oh, it's kind of cool just to see her standing there as all the bullets start raining down. Oh, we got such a high score. That's because it's easy to take down slimes. It's nice to take down slimes. Have they all been Hydro, though? Has Farina actually not helped out at all with this? I'm realizing. Oh, well. We got what we wanted. We got all the points. We got all the rewards and the Primo Gems. And abandoned filming? Well, there's nothing else to film. We've done stunts for all the scenes. Yeah, there's usually always a battle event in these things. We can now get one more duct tape. We just short one, and then we get the crown after that, which is great. Into the frame, and this is one of the other ones left. Oh, we can do the event shop. We can buy all the stuff now. Which is good. There you go. We'll soon be able to get the rest as well. But yeah, looks like the next part will be the final part, and we will be getting to see how the film turned out, if people liked it, how this high-profile murder case will affect the response to the film that it was based off of. If similarities will be drawn between them. So yeah, but most importantly, we will get to celebrate even more with the fantastic group of friends here that have formed the crew that has helped Xavier produce this film against all odds, because it seems that there were a lot of odds against against this happening. And hopefully this all turned out the way Farina wanted to too, because I know she adapted the story a little bit differently. And yeah, Is it now?
People would adore me so much.
Alright, but I guess I'll see you in the next episode then. Yeah, take care everyone. Bye!